Okay, in this screencast, we're going to go over forms and how to do some, writing strategies and incorporate writing into your classroom using Google Forms. If you've never used forms before, it's important to, know how to create one, obviously. You're going to go to Create in your Drive and create a form. And what it looks like once you create it, let me find one that is good. Is something like this, and you can make it public or private, open to anyone. But here's one that we do in my AP World History class when we're analyzing documents about women and Islam. And we use Soapstone to sort of get them thinking about, how to look at a document, speaker tone, why the document's being written, all those kinds of things. And, what we do is Google Forms allows you to put images in. So we'll screenshot things from DBQ PDFs that we have, and we'll insert the image here, and the students can access it, and then in this case, fill out a soapstone on it. And this gives us instant feedback about what they're thinking, how they're doing it, and it organizes it for us. What's done with this, you can publish it for them all to see. They can link to other people's responses and see how other people interpreted it. You can create word clouds, it's especially helpful when you're looking for one-word answers. Say, for example, the tone. Is it sad? Is it moody? Is it encouraging? Is it informative or what? And you can see like how kids viewed it or how they described it. What we like to do is insert page breaks in between, in this case, each document. It really helps organize it for the kids. When you're getting into more elaborate answers, like we did in this demographic image analysis assignment, there is a really helpful tool to really kind of encourage your kids to actually write full sentences and explain their thinking. So in this form, we insert all these images of demographic type charts, and they have to figure out, what is their meaning? What's the major idea coming out of this? And when you add a paragraph text answer, so you want them to explain, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're writing 3 to 4 sentences, but we choose to use the paragraph text option because it gives you this feature. If I want to, I can click on data validation, go to text, and then set a minimum character count. This makes them write a certain amount of characters. I mean, you could do more if you'd like. I just put this in here for this assignment. And encourages them, maybe to write more, explain themselves, which is what Common Core is all about. Now, if you're also trying to assess them and you maybe want to have an image or a document and you just want to provide questions, there are, if you go to the responses, if I go to my responses for this, and let's say instead of answers, instead of having them write out their thoughts, you had them answer questions on it. You can go to Tools and go to Script Gallery and search up a script called Flubaroo. And when you install Flubaroo, it's a free tool to use to create essentially multiple choice questions. So you can, in your form, go back to editing the form, you can insert multiple choice questions. So after every image, I could have inserted a multiple choice question, and then I can insert a Flubaroo that will actually allow me to grade their answers, to create a key. And it gives you the option of having your students insert their email. So when they take it and hit submit, after you've graded it, it emails them their scores and what they missed. And you can give them the key if you'd like for them to check their answers. It's actually quite helpful if you're trying to do practice quizzes, so they can check their learning. Those are just a few of the things. I think we'll use some of Google Forms today in class, but really the instant feedback you get from it, as well as the ability to sort of merge documents and their analysis of those documents and images is really quite helpful. And the ability that they can share it with each other is a great way to get them writing and looking at each other's writing and integrate some Common Core type activities.